Crime Shadows based on true crime stories. In the quiet college town of Moscow, Idaho, the serenity of a crisp November night was shattered by an unspeakable act of violence. 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Gonkovs, Madison Mogan, Zana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, were found brutally murdered in their off-campus residence on November 13, 2022. The community, unaccustomed to such horrors, was thrust into a vortex of fear and confusion. As dawn broke over the picturesque campus, the gravity of the situation became apparent. The victims, all in their early 20s, had been enjoying a typical Saturday night. Kaylee and Madison had visited a local bar, while Zana and Ethan attended a fraternity party. They returned home, unaware that their lives were about to be tragically cut short. The initial investigation revealed that the victims were likely asleep when the assailant struck, each sustaining multiple stab wounds. Some bore defensive injuries, indicating a desperate struggle for survival. A tan leather knife sheath was discovered beside one of the victims, emblazoned with the U.S. Marine Corps insignia, a haunting clue left at the scene. Among the surviving roommates, one reported a chilling encounter. Awakened by unfamiliar sounds, she opened her bedroom door to see a masked figure dressed in black, with bushy eyebrows standing out as a distinctive feature. Frozen in terror, she watched as the intruder walked past her and exited through a sliding glass door. This eyewitness account would later become a pivotal piece of the investigative puzzle. As the investigation unfolded, attention turned to Bryan Kohberger, a 28-year-old criminology Ph.D. student at nearby Washington State University. Kohberger's academic pursuits delved into the psyche of criminals, focusing on understanding the minds behind heinous acts. This macabre interest would soon cast a shadow of suspicion upon him. Cell phone records placed Kohberger near the crime scene on multiple occasions before the murders, suggesting possible surveillance of the victims. Further scrutiny revealed that Kohberger had purchased a K-bar knife and sheath months prior, items eerily similar to the evidence found at the crime scene. A selfie taken by Kohberger just hours after the murders, depicting him smiling and giving a thumbs up, added to the chilling narrative. The arrest of Kohberger sent shockwaves through the community. How could someone dedicated to studying criminal behavior become the subject of such a heinous accusation? The line between observer and participant seemed to blur, raising unsettling questions about the nature of evil and the human psyche. As the trial approached, the defense sought to challenge the prosecution's evidence. They argued that Kohberger's diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder, ASD, could explain certain behaviors, such as his emotionless demeanor and obsessive traits, which might otherwise be perceived negatively by a jury. The defense contended that these characteristics should not be misconstrued as indicators of guilt. The prosecution, however, maintained that the evidence against Kohberger was compelling. They highlighted the DNA match from the knife sheath, the incriminating selfie, and the eyewitness account describing the intruder's bushy eyebrows, features consistent with Kohberger's appearance. The prosecution argued that these elements formed a cohesive narrative pointing directly to Kohberger's involvement. The trial, set to begin in August 2025, became a focal point for national attention. Media outlets dissected every detail, and public opinion swayed with each new revelation. The families of the victims sought justice, their grief palpable as they faced the man accused of ending their children's lives. In the courtroom, the atmosphere was tense. The prosecution presented a meticulous case, weaving together forensic evidence, digital footprints, and eyewitness testimony. The defense countered by questioning the reliability of the evidence and emphasizing Kohberger's mental health diagnoses, suggesting that his behaviors were misunderstood. As the trial progressed, the jury was tasked with sifting through the complex web of evidence and testimony. The weight of their responsibility was immense, knowing that their verdict would have profound implications for all involved. The case also sparked broader conversations about the intersection of mental health and the criminal justice system. It highlighted the challenges in distinguishing between behaviors stemming from neurological conditions and those indicative of criminal intent. This discourse resonated globally, prompting legal systems worldwide to re-examine how they approach such nuances in criminal cases. In the end, the jury reached a verdict. Bryan Kohberger was found guilty on all counts. The courtroom erupted in a mix of relief and sorrow. For the families of the victims, justice had been served, but it could never replace the immeasurable loss they had endured. The Kohberger case serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of safety and the unpredictable nature of violence. It underscores the importance of vigilance, empathy, and the relentless pursuit of justice in the face of unimaginable tragedy. As the community of Moscow, Idaho, began the slow process of healing, the legacy of the 4 young lives lost became a catalyst for change. Initiatives to improve campus safety, mental health awareness, and community solidarity emerged, ensuring that their memories would inspire a safer, more compassionate future. In the annals of crime history, the Bryan Kohberger case stands as a testament to the complexities of human behavior and the enduring quest for justice. It challenges us to look beyond the surface, to understand the deeper currents that drive individuals to commit unthinkable acts, and to recognize the resilience of communities in the aftermath of such events. The story of Kaylee, Madison, Zana, and Ethan will forever be etched into the heart of Moscow, a poignant reminder of the preciousness of life and the enduring strength of the human spirit.